Hello, welcome. This is Blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that altcoins are getting now stronger, Bitcoin reaching new highs, and the crypto market looking pretty good. Even we are in the middle of the summer, and if you remember, many people were saying that sell in May and go away. Well, it looks like they weren't right because they're missing out on some gains. So we would like to talk about this in today's video. So let's start with Bitcoin. We have seen Bitcoin already above 123,200 US dollar on the 14th of July. And if you just think about it, Bitcoin back in 2022 in November, it was around 15,400-ish. So this is 7.5x since then, basically in 2.5 years. And if you just think about it, that is crazy. Bitcoin is the biggest cryptocurrency, and it's doing so well, 7.5x. And this is, I believe, not the end of the bull market. So Bitcoin can go even higher from this. And also, if you looking at, the inverse head and shoulders on the weekly, I have talked about it in previous videos, you can see that it perfectly broke out on the 9th of July, and actually we are getting now higher and higher. Now Bitcoin is around 118,000 US dollar, but why Bitcoin is going sideways? Altcoins is getting in better and better shape. First of all, Bitcoin dominance was up at 66%, but now it's down to 63%. It's also falling. It can go further down, and that will make the altcoin market actually stronger. But right now, the direction, I think it's very, very important. And also on the 9th and 10th of July, there was a breakout when we're looking at altcoins market cap, not including Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that one is already almost at 1 trillion US dollar with 975 billion US dollar at the moment. So that was a breakout, and now we getting higher and higher, and we can see that Ethereum is again in the lead. The first very important level was 3,000 US dollar, and we actually went above it and stayed above it, closed above it, and we have seen already Ethereum at 3,400 US dollar already. When we're looking at the Bitcoin-Altcoin index, we are not anymore in the Bitcoin season, which was under 25. Altcoin season is above 75, but we are now between at 39, and this is also very, very important. For a very long time, when we're going sideways in the Bitcoin season, sooner or later an altcoin season follows every single time, and now we're going in that direction. The mood on the market is also pretty good because, the fear and greed index is at 74. That means greed category, so people usually thinking positively. And we have seen a lot of short liquidations recently. So because, price is now going up, and now the bears are the ones which are bleeding. Okay. And many important things happened, this week. We had, first of all, the CPI data, which came out on the 15th of July, and expectation was 2.6%, and actually it was worse than that, 2.7%, but it looks like the market didn't really care, because when we're looking at, for example, the core CPI, there the expectation was 3%, and it turned out to be 2.9%, so this is better than expected. And a day later, we had the PPI data, also very important, on 16th of July. And there we had a bigger decrease. The expectation were 2.5, and it turned out to be 2.3%. So that's actually not bad. Inflation is still around this 2% something zone. And when we're looking at the possibilities, if the Fed can, decrease the interest rate, again, for this month meeting, probably the chance is 0. And the first real possibility, it could be in September. But yeah, we're going to see many things can change until that. After the September meeting, we're going to have just another 2 FOMC meetings in November and December. So if it's not happening even in September, then the chances are pretty high it's going to happen if it's this year, towards the end of the year, and that can also boost the market. Another rumors that Donald Trump would like to fire Jerome Powell, and how that will affect the market if that's really happening. First of all, it will bring a lot of uncertainty to the market, so it's not necessarily good in the short term, but maybe in long term, when we have the new guy, we know that then the interest rates cuts are coming, which can boost the liquid markets. But anyway, Jerome Powell's term will be finished, in the first quarter in next year, 2026. So if everything goes without firing, then again, a new Fed chairman going to come pretty soon. And this week we have the crypto week. Crypto week because we have three very important, crypto regulations. The first one is the Clarity Act, then we have the Genius Act, and we have the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act. And now recently the House voted 217 for and 212 against it with the 10-hour delay we had. So actually we again moved a step forward in the direction that bills going to happen, and it will really reshape the crypto market. So that's pretty important. Overall, when we're looking at the pictures, I think we are still bullish. A lot of things can happen which can actually boost the market. Now, it's good to see that not just Bitcoin is strong, but Ethereum getting stronger, and with this, other altcoins getting stronger. So we can see, Sui going up, Solana going up, many others, even the little ones, for example, like Pingu, it's performing pretty well. And it's still not the real altcoin season, don't get me wrong here, but there is some movement around. And yeah, we have to, always watch the market and keep ourselves up to date. That's very important. You cannot follow just simple the routine. Just because people every single year say that selling may and go away, it doesn't mean it's going to work every single year. So that's the reason why I keep you guys up to date. That's the reason why I'm watching the market continuously, because if there are opportunities, I would like to take those opportunities, and things can change. And this is how simply the market works. So don't forget, if you would like to keep yourself up to date, simply just subscribe to this YouTube channel. While I'm on holiday in this month here in Thailand, I'm recording just one, weekly summary usually, but I keep posting short videos every single day, so I keep you up to date with those. So don't forget to subscribe. When August comes, I will be back in office and do my usual stuff, my daily videos, 4 videos a day with these longer ones, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, if you're on holiday, have a nice holiday. See you next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.